Hey guys, what's going on? I'm back. COVID did not kill me. Hey guys, if you like objective reviews just like this one, where I give you my honest thoughts and opinions and don't show you products just to make money, go ahead and check out VPNTierlist.com. I've listed some of my top recommended privacy products here, only the ones I use day to day, as well as my VPN tier list itself. Click on some of these VPNs if you want to watch the reviews, the numbers and the links if you want to check that out. Also check out the blog. I've been posting a little bit here with some of my thoughts on various services and stream compatibility and etc. Also make sure to check out the Discord. It's pretty active day to day, so check that out by clicking on this little icon up here. Anyways, back to the video. Anyways guys, today I wanted to make a new review on a new email service that I haven't checked out before. Now this one isn't exactly new. It's called Startmail, and you might have heard of their search engine start page, which is actually pretty good. This has actually been around, I think, for a number of years. I think since I was kind of looking at it, I think for a while. So it says as early as 2006, but I'm not sure if that's when it was created necessarily. So I was able to find that it was created in 2014, so it is kind of older, about the same age as a lot of these older email platforms, which is something I'm going to be discussing in this video. The nice thing about Startmail is that they do provide a good information about employees and transparency, which is really nice. That's not something you see all the time, so that's something to admire. But if we kind of look at Startmail as a email platform, it's going to be pretty similar to all the other ones. So this is a pretty good graphic here of what it does. You're going to have your BGP encryption, your privacy-friendly email option. That is different from Google because it's just going to be more privacy-friendly. You're not necessarily going to be wanting to commit crimes on here because a lot of these things are still responsible to law agencies. But at the end of the day, what it's going to do is give you more privacy and peace of mind, knowing that Google's not using all your information and just selling it for profit. So these companies charge you money and protect your privacy in turn, and that's kind of the trade-off. Startmail has a pretty good interface, as you can see here from this little graphic, and I'll be showing you a little bit of my email thing that's like the test one. So Startmail does have some interesting kind of benefits compared to some of the other ones like Protonmail and some of those other ones. Unlimited aliases, so you could kind of create an email alias to kind of obfuscate your real email address. And outside of that, I don't know if it's too different. We kind of could talk about a little bit of the pricing things and stuff like that. They do have a sale going on right now, a kind of a springtime sale. But if you click on the pricing, you can see it's around $42 for the first year only, and then after that it'll be around $70, but that's still a pretty good price for what it is. 10 gigabytes of email storage isn't bad, and stuff like that. The good thing about Startmail though, which I do like, is they seem pretty hungry to kind of partner up with creators like me, and they're giving you a really good discount if you want to do that. So guys, as you can see here, if you click on my special link in the description down below and pin comment, it's actually going to give you a better discount than even that. So $35 for the first year, and if you that's for the custom domain version, but if you don't need a custom domain, it's going to be $30 for the first year, $60 per year after that, which is still actually a pretty good price for an email service. So if that sounds good to you, definitely click on my link to get that best price and lock that in. But if we kind of look at some of the competitors out there, how does that pricing stack up per se? Well, Protonmail Plus, which is their paid plan, is going to be $48. You're going to get slightly more gigabyte storage, around 5, but it is going to be more expensive. That said, it does look to renew at that price, where Startmail does get more expensive that second year. So that's also something to think about. That said, like I said before, we do not see that option for unlimited alias support. So that is some niche thing that Startmail does have. If we look at something like Skiff, which is something I've been recommending lately, we do see the various different plans. Skiff is very generous, but things do get more expensive if you go up the tiers. So it's going to be around $36 per year. If you sign up for the yearly plan, you get 15 gigabytes, one custom domain, but I do not believe they have unlimited alias support. You only get 10 aliases if you sign up, and that's going to be quite a bit more for $96 a year. So I do think that Startmail has created kind of an interesting niche with this unlimited alias and an affordable price tag. So that is something to kind of think about. But why am I even making a review on this? It does seem very similar to a lot of other ones. And it is missing some features. I made a little list of some of the features it's missing just to show you guys I'm unbiased and not just recommending this to shill it. The thing that does suck about Startmail, it's not fully open source. They use a combination of open source tools for development, but also closed source tools as well. So it's not fully open source. There is no document support, so you can't edit documents there, like something like Skiff, which is a bummer, and that's a really cool feature of Skiff. Secondly, there's no calendar support yet either. There's no support for making a private calendar like you can with even private mail, Skiff, Protonmail as well. And lastly, probably one of the bigger ones to me, is there's no application for mobile devices. What you're going to have to do is use IMAP support. You're going to pretty much plug and play your credentials from Startmail into another third-party email application, whether that's Apple's application, Thunderbird, or some other kind of third-party email application. Not a huge issue if you do like one of those, but if you do like using your own application, it is kind of a bummer. I think they really should focus on making that. This has been around for quite some time. Obviously, they haven't put the effort in there to make that application, and I think it is definitely a con. Now, honestly, one of my favorite features about Startmail is this filter feature. I haven't seen this in Skiff yet, but apparently they are in development to add one. I don't know why this wasn't one of the first things they added. If someone gets a hold of your email, or if you accidentally sign up for a shady website, you could get spammed like crazy with no real way to prevent it. These filters really do help things like that. We don't see them with a ton of other email services, but that said, of course, you know, something like Protonmail does have that. So, you know, how does that factor into the comparison there? So if we're looking at the direct comparison, something that has unlimited email aliases, that would be around $120, since that's not included with the main package. So $120 for 1 year. That said, this does include access to the VPN as well, so that is a pretty big bonus. So for $120 plus VPN, you are getting unlimited aliases. So this would directly compete with Startmail. I mean, it definitely does muddy the water a little bit that they're including the VPN. But let's go ahead and say the VPN is maybe like a $60 per year value. So that would mean it's around $40. So it does pretty directly compete, I guess, with Startmail for the unlimited hidden alias feature. Now, I like the filters a lot. You know, I do think in some ways the strength of the filters from Startmail and Proton do kind of outweigh the strengths of Skiff in terms of that email capability. So if you're looking for a service that's cheaper than Proton for the first year, and then after that it might be a little bit more expensive, but it's still a pretty good deal, then I do think Startmail provides some interesting option, being able to create these filters and stuff like this. So here is the kind of main platform here: account settings, mail settings, stuff like this. And then we have the filters, like I said, which is really nice. So like I said, overall, my impressions of Startmail, pretty solid. Definitely lacking some things that other competitors have. It does have an interesting niche. The custom alias, unlimited custom alias support with a combination of filters and a low price point for the first year make it attractive. I just do think that it needs to beef up a bit in terms of some of the other features that other options do have. If you guys are still interested in this objective review of Startmail, click on the link down in the description down below and check it out. Let them know I sent you, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.